Hi everyone, welcome back to another weekly offering, another weekly episode of the Interconnected-ness, a weekly oracle series. And this weekly oracle series is for December 12th through December 18th, 2022. All right, you all, please remember to thumbs up this video, send and share this video out with people who make you feel good, people who allow you to continue growing and blossoming into the person that you are destined to be. Please send it with those groups, those organizations, and those people who you allow to grow into the people, to the person that they are destined to be. All right, you all? Please remember that you can come on over to the Playful platform, a Patreon, on over the TheeMemoryAstrologer side, you all. Please remember you can view the previous weekly episodes on the playlist that is in the description box below. The Patreon link is in the Linktree link in the description box below, but it's also in the description box below. All right, you all. If you would like to send a love offering, some love tips, the Cash App link to the Linktree link is in the description box below, but there's also an Amazon wish list on the Linktree link in the description box below. If you all would like to read the previous full moon notes, the link is in the description box below. And also, if you want to read any of the previous freebies, astrological notes, they're on Patreon, on Patreon. All right, y'all? All you gotta do is like a hashtag freebie, click it, boom, it takes you to all the freebies that you have available from me. It's actually a love offering. All right, y'all, I love y'all. I love y'all. All right, y'all, to get ready, to prepare, to step into this weekly offering, y'all, let's do 3 deep breaths. In from our nose, and out our mouth. To be open, to be ready, and to be aware for this weekly message. So we be aware of really what's going on in the environment the whole time. Okay, Ten of Hearts, to be aware of what's going on in the environment. I like that. Ten of Hearts also speaks about growing awareness to like fulfillment. I also can keep like our purpose. Also, it teaches us a new level about ourselves, about the emotional depth of ourselves, about choosing people who correlate to us. That means have similar values, have similar, not even attributes, that are open to growing with you. You feel me? Every level we go through, we define ourselves. We actually define our heart. We define our heart consciousness, as my mama would say. Yeah, heart consciousness. And through our heart consciousness, you feel me, it allows our brain to go like merge. It allows us to grow interconnectedness to our inner child, to our own children, to our own families, to people who support us and love us, who honor us. You feel me? 10 of Hearts gives me like the awareness of devotion, but putting it into practical source. So when you say like, what is that? You feel me? Like, yes, we go to church every Friday, every Sunday, you feel me? And from that experience, we should be growing our connection to whatever we are participating in. So from this, it allows us to have a deeper awareness of ourselves, but also to have a deeper devotion to our purpose, to our religious understandings, our spirituality. It allows us to really learn devotion. And I like that. I think that's a very beautiful aspect because it allows us to grow compassion. It allows us to grow understanding, not just of ourselves, but of other people. You feel me? Like if someone is having a really hard day, we're not going to take offense to that. You feel me? I'm like, oh, we already know, you feel me? Every day ain't got to be the best day. But we can assist people to allow them, to give them space, to give them that room to grow, a room of understanding, to settle themselves, to understand themselves. You feel me? We give them that grace. So Ten of Hearts is like the awareness and the growth of grace. Devotion. Grace and devotion. Hey, it reminds me of that song, Joy and Pain. And Joy and Pain is low-key on the same, it's like the end of the same stick. But it's learning the balance of it, learning the experience of it, learning the integration of it, you know. That's real, like, that's deep. That's crazy. But Joy and Pain, I think that's a house music. We should listen to it. Joy and Pain. All right, y'all. So what is the weekly message? We are going to need to focus. Like, you know how the room get all quiet and like no one's paying attention to the room being quiet? I think we need to be aware of what's going on in our environment. Maybe the rooms we're in, yes. How our body's really feeling, yes. How we wake up in the morning, yes. But also throughout the day, all the rooms that we walk into, be like grocery store. Yes, that's a huge room. We're going into a huge room, grocery store. So every environment that we are walking into, that we are going into, that we are interacting between, whether that is on Zoom, you feel me? This is an environment. Every environment, let's be aware. Let's be aware. Let's grow our awareness. Let's ask ourselves what's really aware means. That means stop. Pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to maybe the little conversations. Pay attention to how you're feeling when you're sitting in those rooms. Pay attention to the thoughts that come to your brain. Pay attention to maybe if someone walks in and you feel there, like you feel that you want to look over there, experience these experiences and take in what you're experiencing. Be aware of it, write it down, and that's how we grow our awareness to awareness. And it's a continuous act. Literally, it's a continuous act. It's a continuous step. Like we go to school, we learn, okay, algebra A equals B plus, that stuff. Here you have to continuously put the motion in. You have to continuously put the acts in. You have to continuously put the motion in to learn these acts. You're given this information, and it's from this information we are supposed to build off of. It means put the progress in, which means if you learn this stuff, put it actual use. And how can you put things in actual use? Experience life. Use what you have previously went through as experiences. Ask yourself, what did you learn from that situation? What did you get out of that situation? And even the hard situations, you don't got to be like, oh, I didn't learn anything from here. But you did. You learned maybe to trust people better. Maybe you learned to really trust your own instincts. You feel me? You learned something throughout all these situations. I feel like I'm going crazy right there, so I'm going to calm down. So, yeah, we got to take them in. 10 of diamonds, period. We got to take them in. They're resources. They're refining moments of us. Clarity. But we have to be open. We have to understand. We have to literally be aware of the conversations, of the communication, of the fire, of the resources that are around us. People tell you all the time, make sure you recycle. But are you aware of what you're throwing away? Like, you feel me? You went and picked that up at the grocery store. Did you read the back to say it can be recyclable? Throw it away? Like, it's literally the smallest things we have to be aware of. Read the instructions. When the instructions are given, are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? What are your ears? Whatever you're looking at, you're paying attention to. But are you listening? Are you actively listening? Are you actively listening? What does active listening look like? How can we learn more and tap more into that skill set to use it as a resource for our own self, for our own benefit? Animals, my mama would say, animals have this environmental awareness. And everyone would have that if we lived in an environment where we have to use it as a resource, as a survival instinct, as a method of continuation of life. I love it. As a continuation of life. I'm kind of confused at this because King of Hearts can have a certain uncertainty about self. Yes. Oh, wait, I got it. Never mind. The uncertainty about self is trusting oneself. But if you don't trust yourself, you feel me? Why? Why don't we trust ourselves? I understand through life we had to go through many situations that it's just like we had to put our trust in something else, and we feel like we make bad decisions in that. But we don't make bad decisions in that. That's a growth process that we had to learn. Honor yourself that you learned these lessons, that you that you experienced those lessons, and now it's asking you to learn these lessons so we don't have to continuously repeat the lessons. When we're uncertain, we might have a little fear-based. We might be a little unsure about self. And to really go and to mold and to harness and to use that as a resource, to use that as a strength, we are going to need to go into that feeling and ask ourselves, why? Where did this come from? What can we do to heal this? What can we do to acknowledge this? What can we do to build from this? Kings are very builders. They're very logical standpoint. And that's why we need to integrate the whole curiosity, integrate the whole awareness so we can build, so we can fix, so we can honor, so we can be devoted. The king has a knife in his head. And I always love to bring this up, is that it's self-inflicted. But if we are aware, once we leave King of Hearts, we step into awareness because of the unaware, because of the growth of life. We grow awareness, we grow experience, we grow knowledge, we grow wisdom. And here, wisdom could be from a painful experience. And that is why we should take them in as experiences, so we can take them in as experiences. 5 of Diamonds, back of deck. And the front of the deck is the Ace of Clubs. I actually love this because we were just talking about after the King of Hearts goes right into the club, here comes the awareness. You feel me? Like, I like this. I like the awareness is internal. The awareness is internal. The awareness is internal. Listen to your body. Inner conflict and inner, okay. Interesting. I'm thinking there's an Ace of Spades somewhere. There's really an Ace of Spades. And I only truly say that because there's inner conflict within our minds. And it might not just be, just us. It might just be something that is going on within the family. And here, from this, it allows us to grow awareness of ourselves, to grow awareness of our own desires, to grow awareness of our own truths, own desires and searches for wisdom, own desires and being sociable. So it allows us to make better decisions in relationships, allows us to make better decisions, connecting to our body allows us to make better decisions, activating our mind and our desires for higher wisdom, higher consciousness. But here, 5 of Diamonds, it's a review of one's own development, one's own self, to grow awareness of one's own mental capacities, one's own inner desires, inner passions, to integrate the two. And here, it allows us to better connect to our inner child, better connect to your children, to have more resources to be able to give to children, our upcoming lineages. But it also really teaches us about devotion to self. And devotion to self is an individual path. Everyone learns different things. Devotion to self looks like playing the cards to me. I love playing cards. Playing cards is like, I love them. I love doing this. This is life to me. So when you define life to you, you might say being a culinary artist, a chef, is your purpose, is your passion. And from this, you can build off of that. You can think about the long-term desires of what you would like to be and then set strategic goals to get there. But here, this is all about the awareness to oneself. And here we've grown up under traditions. We've grown up under nurturers, caretakers who had other viewpoints. And that is a beautiful thing because it launched us. We're going to use them as stepping stones. It launched us, with our already awareness of the external world, the worlds around us, the world right outside our door. You feel me? It launched us with this awareness. So from these awarenesses, we can grow. We can use their stories, their histories, their past to our advantage, to use them as stepping stones to grow our own development of self, the own new identities of yourself. As you grow up, your awareness change, your needs change, your connections change. And from that is asking us to redefine them. This is a redefining moment for yourself to go better plans for yourself. You feel me? So when we start our New Year's goals and we're like, you know, I'm gonna do this because my friend doing that, because everybody doing that. No, babes, let's start thinking about things that's really gonna be for us, for our passion, for our plan, for our path. Think about things that's going to assist us long term to connect to ourselves, to develop ourselves, to develop our mind, to develop our connections, to develop like-minded social groups. There might even be, you feel me, like, let me see right quick before I say this. It could have been whole time. It could have been like animosity within social groups. And it's just showing you that people got different values. You feel me? People got different motives. And that is a wonderful thing. We're going to use it as our benefit because from this experience, we learned something. We learned about the other people. We learned about ourselves. And from here, this is a whole time of dissecting ourselves, understanding ourselves, the why, so we can improve, so we can set better foundations, so we can listen to our body more, so we can give our body the nutrients that it needs, so we can be more aware of our needs, more aware of ourselves, more aware of what devotion looks like internally, more aware of how we integrate our awareness of ourselves within the world. Our viewpoints about ourselves is changing. Our viewpoints about being a parent is changing. Our viewpoints about being a leader is changing. Our viewpoints about maturity is changing. And that we're going to use them as a benefit to define ourselves. To look at, you know, what really service us. If it don't service us, throw it away. You know, maybe leave it around, rethink it. Ask yourself, can you remold this? And if you can't, reduce, reuse the cycle. I love this. Let's just see if there's anything else. And after that, we're gonna just keep moving. Period. I love this because it teaches about the stepping stone. This is literally like stepping stone. We're going to use it as a stepping stone to grow awareness of ourselves, to build better relationships, to build better connections to our mind, to build better connections to our mind and body. This is also, if we haven't been stretching or haven't been thinking about ways of, say for instance, we get off work and we are saying like, oh, we have all this stuff to do and we don't get anything done. Maybe we need to really be thinking about ways to strategically use our energy at work so we can use our energy at home as well. So this is about, you know, looking at things from a dual perspective. This is also integrating previous ideas with the ideas of who you are right now. Because when the 4 comes up, that's allowing us to review the ideas that we've already implemented right now. Review the ideas that we've already implemented right now. So the right now process is telling us that we need to be very in the moment to make the best decisions for the growth of self, for the growth of who we're growing into. I love you all so much. I love you all so much. 6 of Diamonds, period. Period. This is really the awareness of our path, okay? I love you all. See you all next week.